Well, hello there, YouTube. I forgot to turn on my transmitter when I was recording this, so I'm having to do a voiceover. I am making pork tenderloin sandwiches. Well, actually, they're pork tenderloins. This is pork tenderloin. There's like five in there, and I'm going to actually trim some of the fat off. Got my new Blackstone knife, which is super duper sharp, so I'll trim some of the fat off. And then I'm going to pound them out, pound them thin, but I'm going to skip through some of this stuff until I actually get there. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, here I'm grabbing one. I put it in some butcher paper, and I'm going to flip it over and pound it out. It takes a lot of pounding. The neighbors probably thought didn't know what I was doing back here, but it takes a lot of pounding to get these pretty flat. I'm not getting them all the way flat, but they still turned out really well. So I'm pounding them out, and I'll skip a little bit more until I get into some more of that. Okay, here I have a couple eggs in some half and half, and I didn't have any milk, so I had to use my half and half. And the center one is flour and salt and pepper, and then the right one is Ritz crackers that I rolled with a rolling pin in a Ziploc bag and got them crushed up really small. So I dip them in the flour first, get a good coating of flour on it, and then I put them back in the egg wash just to get them wet, and then I throw them in the crackers. And this is they're Ritz crackers. You can use saltines, but the Ritz seem to give it a really good flavor, probably not so salty. But then I'm pressing in the cracker crumbs, and then I put them on the butcher paper. I'm going to deep fry a couple, and I'm going to fry a couple on the Blackstone. And I did put one in the air fryer, but I forgot to turn on the fan, so I took it back out and put it in the deep fryer, or the fryer that I have. Well, there we go. Got them all. I'm getting all the stuff off my fingers. And I'm testing the oil to make sure it's hot enough. I throw some egg wash in there to see if it does it. But first thing I'm going to do is probably put a couple on the air fryer, put a lot of oil on the griddle, and they turned out just as good. So I probably won't deep fry them again. I'll probably do everything with quite a bit of olive oil on the griddle, and that seemed to work really well. See there, I grabbed one and put it in the air fryer, but I forgot to turn my little air fan on and to cook them better, and I squirt some stuff on the top so it gets golden. But it didn't work. I forgot to press the button, turn the air on. So here we go. Let's see. I'm testing the temp of the oil, and I probably got to let it go a little bit more, but I'm going to put some on the griddle real soon. There we go. Should be grabbing some oil. There we go. Sorry I didn't have a transmitter on. The receiver was on, that's why I had no sound at all. These things are incredible. My wife liked them so much, she goes, "You need to make these again." And this is a Midwest thing. My wife and I were born and raised in Illinois, and they have them in Indiana, and I'm sure they have them in Iowa too, but we go to restaurants up there and get these pork tenderloins, and they are incredible. And mine are just as good. But some of them are the size of dinner plates that you get at some of these restaurants. They're so huge. You put a little big bun on it, and the bun looks so tiny. I just toss the buns and just eat the pork tenderloin like that. So there, got a couple of them frying. Okay, here I'm dropping one in the oil and deep frying it on the Blackstone. And they turned out really well too, so. You can see me talking, but I didn't have my transmitter on, which is a rookie mistake. I do YouTube videos with my motorcycles. I never have this problem. Just when I try and get all this done out here, I get ahead of myself and don't turn things on all the way. Here, I'm moving the camera over so you can see what I'm doing. And you can see them frying on the Blackstone, then the one in the oil. Every time I clean my griddle, I re-oil it. So that's why a little bit of smoke on there, because I keep my griddle oiled up with a thin layer with a paper towel, so that works out really well. And that's why you probably see more smoke from mine, because I oil it as soon as I clean it and turn it off. So, flipping this one over, I'm going to show them to you in a second. These things are turning out really well. Okay, I'll stop it and cut some of this out. Okay, here I'm getting some butcher paper, because I'm going to put some of them, once they're cooked, I'm going to put them on the butcher paper. And flip it over one more time. They're actually done, so I can get them off. And there's the deep fryer. Ooh, those are looking just so good. That's just vegetable oil that I have in the fryer. There, watch, I'll show you. Gotta let it drip. Oh, putting another one in there in the deep fry. Yeah, those are done. Yeah, keep poking around. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, they look so good. It's pork loin that I pounded out. There's a deep fried one. Don't even need a bun. They taste so good just like that. Okay, there we go. Showing another one deep frying in vegetable oil. And it's pretty much done too. There's the other ones that are done. You can tell the ones that are deep fried versus griddle fried, but they taste exactly the same and they're so good. I like the Ritz crackers better than the saltines. They just taste better. I think I'm going to show you a whole one next. Coming up, just a second. Here we go. Look how good these things look. Oh, get it up there. There we go. Those things are incredible. Pork tenderloins. Yep, getting one more out. That's probably, I have one more in the air fryer, but I took it out and deep fried it just because I forgot to turn the fan on to air fry it. That's it. Look at here. We'll show you again. Oh, look how good those look. Those are incredible. Pork tenderloins. So easy to make, but just kind of messy. That's why I'm glad I made it outside. Bye.